boys and girls. So yesterday in science, you talked about MRI, just briefly. You talked about magnets that attract and magnets that repel. Okay. We looked at an MRI, and this is something that Miss Marissa, I told you, went in with my legs. Okay. And when I went to my legs, it was a huge magnet that works to help make pictures that will show what's wrong inside your body. Okay, if there's anything wrong, if anything not working properly. Okay, these are just some things in real life that use magnets. Okay, so today I'm going to show you, or Miss Tumares is going to show you, first she's going to do a small experiment with magnets. Okay, then after she does that, I'm going to show you two things that you might watch to help you understand kind of sort of how magnets help us in real life, okay? And how they work and how you can build a magnet. And this might be something really important when you are building that open and closed gate that you're going to have to build eventually, okay? So without further ado, as I say this all the time, that means without further talking, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. All right. So what Ms. Tamaris is going to talk to you about is this, the magnets and what are magnets. Okay. This is what is moving those objects, and we are going to be talking about magnets, but we're going to take a little bit of a break from the book. Okay. So normally, we would talk about designing a self-closing gates, and this is your project coming up, and we've already done the balloon. Remember when Miss Marissa did the balloon? I had electrically charged it, and it made everybody's hair stand up. Okay? This is sort of like the same attraction that a magnet has that are opposite kinds of magnets. Okay? All right? So we might talk about this tomorrow. All right, and about we will start our stories. Electricity and designing solutions. All right, there is the balloon idea, right? Okay, so before we get into that, Ms. Tamaris, she has an activity for you to do. Now, I'm going to keep talking, but now Ms. Tamaris, she can pause my video now and talk to you about what she's going to talk to you about. But I'm going to continue. So she's going to pause my video and then come back to me. Okay, so I hope you had fun with your experiment. Now what you're going to do is on your class dojo, there's a link here, this first link. And you remember how we talked about MRI? Well, this little girl, she is someone that goes in for an MRI and explains to you the whole thing and how the magnet works to help people in the medical field. Okay? And this little video is about 8 minutes long. So we'll let you guys go watch that and then we'll come back. Have any of you ever been in an MRI? So, Ms. Tamaris, you paused, right? So pause the video if you didn't pause yet. Okay, great. Now she's paused. I came back. All right. So if you've seen this before, then if you've ever been in an MRI, can anybody tell me? Has anybody has ever taken an MRI before? Has anybody ever done it? Raise your hand. I want to see. Anybody? Anybody? What did you think? What was your experience? Did you feel scared? Did you feel excited? Were you like accepting maybe it was to help you medically? Well, people around the world use MRIs, and usually in America they're very, very expensive. It's about $2,000 just to get an MRI. But here in Uzbekistan, it's a lot cheaper than that. I think it's like 50 bucks. Okay, so Miss Marissa got her MRI the other day on my knee, and that's how I was able to show you what the blood inside, because the MRI is different. It shows me the magnetism of the blood and everything else, because blood has iron in it, which you're going to learn about, makes a really great magnet. Okay, wow, I'm really getting ahead of myself. Okay, so to give you a better idea about how magnets are used and how you can create your own magnet. I've also put another link in this message to your parents, and that's about Bill Nye the Science Guy. And this is something Miss Marissa watched when I was little. He was so cool. He was like a cool science guy. But he showed so many different things that helped me realize, wow, that's amazing. I think magnets are amazing. They're the bomb, right? Okay, so I'm going to pause again. I'm pausing. Pause the video. Are we paused? Are we paused? Huh. I hope you paused. Now I'm going to keep talking. So after if you watch Bill Nye the Science Guy, or if you've not gotten through it, you're going to do it tomorrow, right? Okay, we need to look at your static electricity idea. So can you please open your books to page 49? Great. Okay, page 49. You are going to write in your box, and I am going to put this in my Jamboard. Okay, so let me make a Jamboard for science. It's all about math. Okay. I am going to take this and make a picture of it here. Okay, here we go. Wait, that's not what I want. Just a second. I want to make sure I have all of this. Okay. All right, so what I'll do is I'll do this picture first. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Okay, back. I was just, taking some time there. All right, we want to make another of this so that you guys, I will save it on my Jamboard. And that way we can come back to it later on. Okay, so here I go again. I'm going to copy this part with my snipping tool. So I have lines to write on to help you with that. All right. And in the jam. But I might make another Jamboard here. Oops, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. And we're going to make this really big so that we can write on it. Because, in the science book, I can't really write on the book. All right, so it says, why do you agree most? So let's go back and read this. We can make it bigger here. Hello. It says, as an introduction to magnetism in your book, Salma's hair. All right. Who would like to read? Or would you like Miss Marissa to read? I will read. And then you guys can read it together if you want. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Why is it being weird? I want to. Oh, maybe I have to connect my thing again. Hold on, guys. I'm disconnected for a while. Maybe that's why. Okay. Better now? Yep. Okay. Salma's hair. Selma rubbed a balloon on her hair. She then held the balloon over her head. Selma and her friends laughed when her hair went straight up and stuck to the balloon. They each had different ideas about why Selma's hair went up toward the balloon. Here's what they said. Why do you think the hair was stuck to the balloon? Do you remember we did this in a science class? Why was the hair stuck to the balloon? Do you remember? Yes, it's something like gravity, except gravity pulls you down. So this was like defying gravity a little bit, right? It was making your hair stand up. Like there was no gravity, right? But there's actually more involved in that. And that's what we're going to talk about. What is it that makes, if you rub your hair with a balloon, you stick your hair on a balloon, it goes up, why does it do that? After watching Bill Nye, can you answer that question? Let's see what they say in your book. Okay, Selma, this is what Selma thought. I think the balloon is acting like a magnet on my hair. So she thinks it's a magnet. Okay. Kurt says, I think the balloon and hair are electrically charged. Okay. And Nikki, she says, I think the balloon has tape that pulled the hair. Now, do you think there was tape on that balloon? No. So we're gonna cross off Nick's Nikki's idea. Because Nikki's idea is no, it's not gonna happen. She didn't have tape on the balloon. Was there a magnet on my hair when I used that balloon? Did I stick a magnet there? Or is that balloon a magnet? Did it stick to my head? It's a magnet? No. What about the balloon hair electric charge? So I would say that I agree with Kurt most. I agree with Kurt. Whoops, Kurt spelled the C. Kurt. The most. Okay. And why is the reason? Why do you think it's Kurt? Because why? Because there is no iron on the hair, right? There's no iron on the hair. So it couldn't be a magnet. Because magnets need iron. Remember Bill Nye the Science Guy said? He said iron is iron, nickel, and cobalt. There's no iron on the hair or nickel or cobalt in your hair. Your hair has many amazing different nutrients, but those things are not present in your hair. And there's no iron in the balloon. So it can't be a magnet. It's impossible. But it can have magnetic qualities, which you see when but it can have magnetic, but it can have similar attraction in that it's electrically charged. So we agree with Kurt. Okay, that's the reason. If the balloon or your hair had iron, nickel, cobalt, then Selma's reasoning would work. But because it doesn't have a magnet and you don't have iron in your hair, or if it's a very, 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 very small amount. It's so small, it would never like go like this with a magnet and your hair would work. Because it's not so much iron, like a nail, okay? Like nickel or cobalt, okay? So, but it can have a similar attraction because attraction is what? It comes together, right? It doesn't repel. Yes, and when you electrically charge something, it will have that attraction. It will attract to an object, but it's not a magnet, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so after you finish this today, I hope you had fun with magnets today or yesterday, because maybe this is a two-part lesson. You can pause this and write it down. It's in Miss Marissa's YouTube now. If you need help or you need to explain it more, that's great. But I hope you learned something today. I hope you had fun. I really missed you guys so much. But you all have an amazing rest of your day, okay? I don't want to hear that Miss Tamari is having a problem with you. Okay? I hope that that's it. Everything was good today. And you guys are all doing very well with your class dojo points, and everybody has had points for a reason, right? For our behavior. Yes? So teachers are fair. They're not going to like judge somebody that's, oh, I want this person to win. No, we're not like that. Okay, teachers aren't like that. We want to reward you based on what we see, okay, and what we observe. Because we all love you very much and we all want you to succeed. Okay? All right, boys and girls, I'm going to go now. I have to go put my feet up because now my leg is starting to hurt me again from sitting so long doing these YouTubes. Okay? I love you. Hugs. I missed you. Bye.